Hello, welcome to another episode of THP Tutorials. In today's video, we'll be looking at factor rating method. That's under location planning and analysis in operations management, right? Location is the chapter 8. Very well. So this factor rating method is another method of evaluating locations, right? So how do we go about it? There are 6 steps involved in this method. The first step is to develop a list of relevant factors called key success factors. Good. Then you assign a weight to each factor. You develop a skill for each factor. Then you score each location for each factor, right? And you multiply this. You multiply the score by weight. You multiply score by weight for each factor for each location. And you make a recommendation based on the highest point score. Right. Now this might seem like a whole lot, right? But I have good news. The good news is that you don't have to develop the list of relevant factors yourself. That already be in your question. So you're not concerned with this one, right? And just do it. I'm just putting an X on that. I'm not saying it's wrong, saying that that's not what you need to be concerned with, right? You assign a weight to each factor. Sometimes you would have to assign a weight to yourself, but it's not difficult. So we'll talk about that. You're not the one who developed the skill, so that's not for you. You score each location for each factor. That will also already be done. Yeah, so you will have to do this one. Well, what am I using? So this one, not correct. And you have to make a recommendation, right? So out of the 6 steps, you only do 3 things. So let's look at this example. Alright, so this one is already solved, so we just analyze it quickly. Then we solve an example for ourselves. Labor availability and attitude. So these are the key success factors. So these are the factors. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There are 5 factors, right? Now you have to pay attention to the weights that they assign. Right? How do you assign a weight? Usually the weights, most questions, whenever you see the ones with decimals, the weight will be equal to 1. And so usually the weight depending on whoever is making the score, right? But it has to be equal to 1. It could have been equal to 10 or 100, but usually across most metrics is always 1. There will be a few rare questions out there, but that will not be given to you, especially not at the undergraduate level. So 1.0, 1, 1.0. That's the weight. Very well. So always when in a situation where you have to assign weight for yourself, or if you are assigning the weight, to check whether or not it's correct, it will be equal to 1. Right, so please let's just have this in mind. We'll talk more about that as we progress, right? Now these are the scores out of 100. So 70, 50, 85, the scores have been given. Now you have to multiply them. That's where we come in, right? So you have to do the right. So you have to multiply. So you realize what? For labor availability and attitude, this weight of 0.25 was multiplied by the 70 and the 80. That. I guess do that for all the weights. And when you're done, you sum them up. And you do the third thing. You recommend based on the highest location. So after doing this, you give the recommendation that the company should go with France because France scored the highest, 70.4. Good. So now let's look at our own example. No, it's just too long. Yeah, this is right. I've already made this simple, right? So we have the factor with Gary Moore and Dotson, right? A full service restaurant is considering opening a new facility in a specific city. The table below shows its ratings for four factors, each of two potential sites. Don't even need to memorize affluence, traffic flow, parking, growth. Those are the factors that they identify. What's the weight? 0.2, right? 0.2, 0.4, 0.2, 0.2. Yeah. So that's whenever you see point figure, it means that it's 0 point. The zero is not necessary. 2 plus 2 plus 2, 6. 6 plus 4, 1. Right, everything's alright over here. Now, imagine that this question so imagine that this is how they got the question. And then they made the statement that the remaining factors have equal weights. Right? Now, how do you get the weight? First of all, we know that the weights will be equal to 1. Right? The weight will be equal to 1. And we told out after this and this have been assigned, these two have equal weights. So what do we do? You add the 0.2 to the 0.2, that gives 0.4, right? The 0.4 will be the weights that have already been assigned. So how many weights are there left with for us to assign to the factor? So what will be 1 minus 0.4 giving what? 0.6. Meaning that these remaining weights are sharing 0.6. 0.6 divided by 2 will be what? 0.3, 0.3. 2 plus 3, 5, 0.5, 2 plus 3, 0.5, 0.5 plus 0.5, 1. Right? So bear that in mind. So just study the weight. Whenever you see point, it's supposed to be equal to 1. So that's that. Go back to our question. So that's how you assign the weight. So you said that it's equal to 1. Sometimes you don't even assign a weight. You don't even give any weight. Guess what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there are 4 here. All factors carry equal weights. How would you find that? That would just be 1 divided by what? The number of factors. So 4. Everybody will get what? 0.25. Oh. This one right. So use this one if they tell you that they not assign any weight. They are all factors carry equal weight. So you just got 1 divided by the number of weights. So back to our question, right? So if you look on the screen, Gary Moore was 30, 50, 30, 10, right? So $30, 50, 30, 10. And then Belt's line was 30, 20, 40, 30. What do you do? Oh, I didn't change it back. Sorry. Because you have our own question. Why not? Sorry. Zero point 0.2 times 0.2. Right, welcome back. So when when you do your calculation, these are the figures that you'll be getting. Add all of this, get a total. Add all of this, get a total. So you can just say that the full service restaurant should go with Gary Mall as their best location. So that's based on the factor rating approach. They should go with Gary Mall, right? Now, certain questions will ask you to say out which is the best location. Other questions will ask you to rank them. So if you are ranking them, that'll be what? First, second. So first, second, you rank them. Now, sometimes you can have a question. Another question, say A, determine the best location. And they'll count down B, 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 and they'll tell that B. So what will happen if the weights for traffic flow and parking availability were switched? What will happen? So how would that affect the decision? Is what I mean, right? So to solve the B, you just have to come and enjoy your table again, and just swap them, right? So you can watch for the keywords, right? They might use a stranger like reverse. Use a reverse, just change them. So just swap it, and you'll be good to go, right? So that's basically it for the factor rating. It's nothing complex, right? So thank you very much for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. And we appreciate all our current 366 subscribers. Thank you very much for subscribing. We really appreciate it. Myself and the boys. They're not here right now, but thank you very much. Right? Their goal is to get to, we grow, we keep growing, right? We don't have any limits to grow, so we keep growing each and every day, right? So if you're watching this video and you haven't subscribed, help us out so that we get to 400 subscribers. Thank you very much. See you in the next video.